Hey everybody, Lorelia here. That night I am doing another live. Cause why? Cause I am high off life. And why am I high off life? Because I have nothing else to do. I'm lying. I'm actually here. My daughter is in a computer class, and I wanted to continue our discussion that we were having earlier today. And the discussion, the reason why I'm looking down, because there's some things that I'm going to share with you that are going to change your life. Because in 2018, we are going to rid ourselves of conversations that no longer serve us. And the conversations that no longer serve us is the conversation of what I don't have when it comes to money. We are going to speak that into existence. We are going to speak that on our life. We are going to speak that on our children's life, our family's life, or whoever benefits from our success. Why? Because your people are rooting for you. Your people are looking for you to help them. And what do I mean by your people? Your people is the immediate people that benefit from your success. And that could be your children, that could be your mother and father, that could be your nieces and nephews, that could be your grandchildren, whoever. Why? Is because we need to break the chains of financial slavery. And what do I mean by that? I said earlier, many of us are dealing with outdated an outdated computer system. What do I mean by that? You are trying to run Windows 95 operating system on a 2008 computer. It cannot happen. You cannot run Apple or Mac, iOS software on a Windows 95 computer. You can't run Windows 10 on a Windows 95 computer. And you may be saying, Lorelia, what does a computer system have to do with your message? What does the two have to do with one another? What it is, because many of us, and when I say many of us, meaning the people that are who subscribe to my channel, who listen to my channel, and then send me a private email or send me a private message and still talking about what they don't have. What I'm going to share with you today, why the information that you are listening to or dealing with cannot serve you in this economy. And let me tell you, this is not to knock the financial experts you listen to, but it doesn't make mathematical sense. Because see, the difference between me and what a lot of other people do is I deal with people real life. They are real people that I talk to, that I consult with, that I work with. See, I am not just talking about a lot of topics in regards to how it affects myself. There are a lot of people out there. They're talking about topics that only will affect them. So I'm going to give you some mathematical information, and it's up to you. I want you to tell me how it's mathematically going to make sense. So your financial experts tell you if you want to get out of debt, you also create you a budget. You ought to follow the budget. You're supposed to cut this out and cut that out. No $4 lattes or no $300 bags or whatever the case may be. And I don't know about you, but when I had no job many moons ago, may have been laid off or what have you, if I don't have no money, there is no budget. The budget does not serve me. But I'm going to get deeper today. I'm going to talk deeper. Many people who reach out to me, that call me, are dealing with tons of student loan debt. And I did a video sharing with you how it's mathematically not possible. I forget the title of the video, but I have to go back and look at my past videos. If a person has, and these are real life, of course, all names I can't share, but this is real life stuff that I see. A person can have $80,000 worth of student loan debt. 80% of it can be private student loans. Why am I specifically talking about private student loans? See, I'm going to talk about stuff that I deal with, not on something that I'm rehashing. See, student loans does not fall under all the help that federal student loans go by, and meaning forbearance programs, darn, my mind escapes me. Forbearance programs or any type of programs where you can, rehabilitation programs, that's the word I was looking for. Private student loans dance to the beat of a different drum. And so if a person has $80,000 in student loan debt, or $50,000, because I'm gonna be very conservative, $50,000. Thank you. Can't see the name, my miracle. If a person has $50,000 in student loan debt, 80% of that debt is private student loans, where there's no help from the government, and the current administration we have now, they totally want to eliminate any help that you can get in terms of rehabilitation programs, rehabbing the loan, or what have you. But when it's a private student loan, that means it's a private lender. There's a banking and a financial institution that underwrote the loan for you to go to school. And what I see is the interest rate is either a variable interest rate where it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And a lot of times it's just going up. It's just going up. So that means that the interest on that loan continues to grow. The principal could have been about only $30,000, but we got $20,000 in interest that grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, and you can't do anything to it. And now, like I said, the powers that be, the banking institution, the financial institutions, who all know how to print money, did the video on it. I told you, they can give you a loan and they don't have to have the money in the bank. Just on the strength of, and I'm going to turn my car on because I'm not sure. I think my phone is low. Just on the straight strength of you wanting a loan. Thank God I'm back. When I turned my phone on, or my car on, the screensaver came on my phone. So they don't have to have money in the bank to give you the loan. So they underwrote your student loan, which was a private loan. And now you have to have money in your bank account in order for you to. So now I'm going to talk about some real math here, because your financial experts say that you can be debt free. And by all means, like I said, you being debt free is relative to your income. You have no income, you can't get debt free. Before that person that says, well, I have a job and I make $20 per hour. And I'm on the high end, because I've seen lower rates of pay. Let me tell you about the Northeast. I live in the state of New Jersey. I'm going to do the tri-state area that consists of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I'm not talking about PA. I'm not talking about Delaware, because those states do surround us as well. But in those three states that I mentioned, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, you can't live on no $20 per hour unless you are living on public housing. Well, there's always hope. Linda posted something up there. There's always hope, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about. That the you can't use archaic information to correct a new day crisis. And that is what many people are operating with. They're using an archaic system for new day problems. And the new day problem is that those who issue you loans for credit, student loans, and what have you, they understand how to print money, how to print money. And they know that you have to have money to pay them back. So I want to go back to what I was saying about $20 per hour. I want somebody to mathematically knowledge is good, but this is the caveat. A person who lives in the Northeast making $20 per hour still have to, and these are individuals who have families, who have children, they still have to be able to sustain themselves. How is it mathematically possible for that person to get out of debt when they just got student loans of $50,000? That's just student loans. That's not including, like I said, I did a video on it where that ain't including other debt that they may have, credit card debt, and then we just talk about the expenses just for everyday living. How is a person going to get out of debt? How that gonna happen? How is that gonna happen? How is that? Or let's use the Southeast. Now the Southeast or southern states on the eastern border. High rate of pay, $12 an hour. This is what people $12 an hour, $13 an hour, $80K in students, and just in student loans. That's not just the living to sustain them. How they gonna get out of debt? How? It mathematically can't work. You have that debt all your life. It mathematically cannot work. And then people get mad at me because I'm telling people that you now have to plug in to a new system of understanding how this system works. And the key thing, the pink elephant in the room, is your income and your money. See, nobody wants to have that conversation. The financial experts want to tell you, take the income that you have and you get out of debt with that. And I don't know about you, but you have to be very careful who you listen to, because I hear a lot of that, these millennials, and my thing is this, not that there's an age problem, but a lot of them some of them don't have kids. So a person like myself, I'm in my 40s, I have children, I'm married. You telling me just don't buy a latte, that ain't gonna do it. Thank you. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. So that's what I'm saying. It mathematically ain't possible. Now, if somebody can show me how that $15 an hour and rent in the county that I live in Jersey, or on the low side is $2,000. That's on the low side. That's how much it costs to have a decent place to live. I'm not talking about living in Section 8, living in public housing. I'm talking about living where it's greenery and the air is fresh. If you look around me, that's if I could turn my phone around, but I'm in a library parking lot. But around me there's trees, fresh air. I'm not dodging no bullets. Not to knock those that may come from that. I get it. I know that lifestyle too. But I'm just saying, I want to paint the picture to you of why it can't happen. Now, I said that I'm going to title this video, Why a new skill set can get you out of debt. Because what you have to do, and I know I said all that in these sirens, but it's very, very rare that sirens go on like that in this neighborhood. But I say all that to say it's probably a cat in a tree. If you are that person, because I know many people are going to say, well, I got an hourly job, and I'm trying to get out of debt, and I see that, yeah, it is kind of hard. So what can I do? And so I'm an advocate of you have to have a new skill set in this day and time. You definitely have to have a new skill set. And so where do you start? And that's why in the last video I did earlier today, where I said, if you over the age of 25 and you saying you don't have $5 in the bank, close my video off, turn my video off, get your butt onto YouTube, and you start watching some videos on how you can obtain a new skill set that can now provide you with another income, so it can supplement that job that you have, and so your income can go up. After this video, after this live and it processes, I'm going to find that video where I showed people that if a person had a salary along with bringing in other streams of income into their household, how possibly you can now begin to get rid of debt. And let me just share this with you. There's a guy on YouTube, and I enjoyed listening to him. He's an Asian guy, and his name is Dan Locke. And he said, I remember he did a video, and he said, and check him out. He said when he was faced with burdens of debt, and maybe he even faced bankruptcy, I'm not sure. And he said the reason why getting a job wasn't an option for him is because he wouldn't be able to get out of debt. Like, he had to try to build wealth. Like, he had to, because that was the only way mathematically he would have gotten rid of the debt that he had. See, that's what I'm saying. Many of us, and I'm gonna say this because I know all types of people watch my video, but I'm talking about for us, many of us people of color, African American people, we go a lot on emotion. And we get emotionally attached to our problem. When I'm trying to say, let's call a spade, we gonna take emotion out of the whole situation, and I want somebody to mathematically show me how $15,000 hour job, and I live in the state of New Jersey, and I know rent costs this, and even if I get a mortgage, it's gonna cost this, because the houses cost a lot of money, and it's all relative, because somebody in California may be like, that's small, small beans, but here in New Jersey, in the county I live in, a decent looking house, you're paying $350 or more. $350 or more. And $350 is on a low end with not a lot of amenities. So if you one of a type of person that you want a certain type of home with the granite countertops and this, that, and the other, $350 is on the very low end, and that ain't much of a pretty house. It ain't that much of a pretty house. So now that I've said all that, and I've said why you need to, yes, see my miracle, she's getting it. Yes, you have to supplement your income. Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. See, Let Wisdom Speak said California is expensive. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's all relative, because $350 in California is probably small beans. But like I said, in New Jersey, it's all relative. $350, that's on a low end, and I'm just giving you an idea of where you need. So even with $350, your mortgage payment, along with taxes are very high here in the state of New Jersey, very high, very high. And so with taxes and all the other stuff that you have, you're going to you need more money. And so this is what I want to impart to you. when I said earlier, where do you start? Yes, 2,500, easy, easy. 2,500 exactly. Mortgage payment, rent payment, you got it. That's on the low end in this state. So with that being said, I'm going to share with you, for those who want to know where to start, because many of you have $1,000. All right, it's saying low battery, so let me turn my car on. $1,000 phones. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And I got to wrap up because my daughter is finishing up this computer class at 8 o'clock. But I want to leave you with this. Like I was saying, you all have $1,000 smartphones, and it's now time to put these to use. And you need to learn a new skill set. So with that being said, I'm going to share with you 3 books that have helped me. And I'm going to do another video on Skillset. Yes, exactly. K-positivity, but also applied knowledge, because you need to apply it. So these 2 books that I'm going to recommend, of course, are by authors that, not me, but it will help you. The first book is a book called .com Secrets. The reason why this book is important is because it really helps you to understand what type of economy we live in terms of online. And I'm a big advocate of that. We all have a gift, and I think if you couple that gift with a skill set and you decide to come online, there is somebody who will connect with you, and you could create a business with it. Yes, I'm going to get to that. So it's .com Secrets is Russell Brunson. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link underneath this video, because he offers this book for free, I believe. If I still have the right link. He offers it for free. I think the only thing you have to pay is shipping and handling. It's Russell Brunson. I'll put the video, the link underneath this video once it processed. And that book is good for that. Because many people will not explain to you how this online world works. And I think it's an easy way for a person who wants to supplement their income but don't want to take on a lot of overhead. So I got to speed up because it's 8 o'clock. The second one is the same author, Russell Brunson. And this is Expert Secrets. So this book helps you to go from, now that I know what my passion is, how do I now rise above other individuals who are in my space and connect with people who really resonate with me? Because the one thing that happens when we come online, and like I said, they're both Russell Brunson books, and even in life, online or offline, is that, and I've suffered from this too, is to, well, somebody is doing that. So if they doing it, how can, how am I going to be able to do it? Because it seems like the key word is saturation. And I don't believe in saturation, because I believe what's for you is for you, and we all are born unique. And so I talk about credit. There's a gazillion other people on YouTube that talk about credit, but I know, yes, it is. Yep, you're right. Let wisdom speak. You're right. But I know what, my story is my story, and nobody can mimic my story. And see, the good thing about these books is that it helps you from, when you understand, it helps you from mimicking other people. Because see, although I talk about credit and I talk about debt, I'm talking from a place that I know, and that's what separates me. The final book is my book, of course. Gotta throw that in. And of course, that book is free too. You just pay for shipping and handling. And that book is to help you if you're still in that place of, I'm trying to rebuild my credit and get out of debt. So those are 3 books to start with. And definitely start. I mean, there's so many more I can share with you, but all 3 of these books I know are free. Only thing you pay for is shipping and handling. I know with mine, as well as I believe Russell Brunson. I remember that's how I got the books. They were free, and all I did was pay shipping and handling. And so that is what you have to do. See, the financial experts aren't talking about that. They're not talking about income. They ain't talking about money. They still talking about how to get out of debt. And I'm still like, okay, and I'll put a link underneath there, Let Wisdom Speak, so you can get that. Nobody's talking about that. That's the pink elephant in the room. Somewhere or the other, you're going to magically get out of debt with $15 an hour, and you got $80,000 in student loan debt, and half of it in private loans. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen unless you come into some big inheritance or somewhere or the other you hit the lottery. And what they say the chances of that? You got a better chance of getting struck by lightning than getting hitting the lottery, or whatever, however the saying goes. But I have to go. I have to pick up my daughter from this program, and I'm looking forward to sharing more information with you. So, like I said, it's time to take part. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. I definitely am. This is not no scripted thing. I'm talking about real stuff that I deal with and I see on a daily basis with individuals. So looking forward to talking to you in the next live. See you then.